It's time to welcome the Wine Ladies with Georgia and Suzanne. An entertaining hour topped up with great ideas about wine, where to dine, anything and everything to do with the vine. Great conversation, lots of laughter, guests from all walks of life, food and wine, music, art, sports, and much more, all on the Wine Ladies.
Hi everybody, it's us, the Wine Ladies.
I'm Georgia.
And I'm Suzanne, and welcome everyone to the Wine Ladies One Sip at a Time. We are live here today on thatchannel.com.
And of course to all of our friends and fans on Facebook, on Twitter, on thewineladies.com. Thanks for following and for keeping us in touch with what you're thinking and what you're drinking.
Absolutely. And I would like to thank the folks in London. We were there last weekend at the London Wine and Food Show, and my goodness, it was a fantastic time. You know what? Londoners certainly know how to party. What do you think?
They absolutely do. And all I have to say is everybody go check out on Facebook. Check out all the Londoners wearing the pink boas.
That's right. We hosted a girls' night in. Wine tasting on stage, as well as a wine tasting in the Cambria tasting room for Girls' Night Out wines, and paired with chocolate and cheese. It was a fabulous, fabulous evening.
It was a lot of fun indeed. Okay, now just quickly I want to mention that our next upcoming appearance is in Niagara Falls. It is going to be for the 4th annual Niagara Spring Bridal Show, taking place February 5th. We will be celebrating a girl's last night out, being single, that is.
Oh dear.
And we're going to go over some of the tools, some of the essential tools for when you're starting up, and also maybe when you're beginning to stock a wine fridge.
Now that's going to be at the Club Italia in Niagara Falls, and they've got a great little promotion going on for the first 100 brides that call in, 1-905-641-1984. That's Niagara Life magazine. They will receive complimentary entry tickets for themselves as well as 3 of their best friends.
It's a great deal, and it's going to be a great show. Okay, Suzanne, I think we should probably take a moment to do our traditional toast to everybody.
Okay, let's do that. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, everybody.
Happy New Year.
And we're going to talk about what's in this glass in just a little bit.
All right, now to your health, everyone, and that's what the show is all about today, heart health. We are having a fabulous party on February the 17th, the Wine Ladies wine tasting at Coochie Restaurant, and it's all for the Heart and Stroke Foundation of Ontario. It is going to be a fabulous night. We've got 3 incredible winemakers coming. We've got great entertainment. We've got prizes, a silent auction. We're going to bring our cameras there. We are going to have an incredible time.
It is going to be awesome. And I have to say also that this is a cause that we hold dear to our hearts. Excuse the pun, because our mother passed away with heart and stroke in October 2009. So the goal today is to sell lots and lots of tickets to the fundraiser on February 17th. Okay, so now joining us at the station today, one of the esteemed winemakers who will be presenting at the event. We'd like to welcome Diane Smith from Green Lane Estate Winery. It's Niagara's newest winery, I believe. And Diane is committed to putting Green Lane on the map, particularly with her devotion to producing wines that are farmed biodynamically and organically. So Diane, welcome. Great to have you here.
Lovely to be here, ladies. Thanks for having me.
You're
pleasure.
welcome. Now, also in studio with us today, we have the executive chef extraordinaire from the beautifully appointed Coochie Restaurant. We've been there many times for dinner. And this is Chef Gordon Goss is with us here this afternoon. Welcome, Gordon. We are looking forward to the culinary creations that you will be cooking up on February the 17th.
Wonderful, thank you. It's nice to be here.
Oh, it's our pleasure. And thanks also for being a part of the fundraiser. It is going to be a lot of fun with all those fantastic wines and 3 winemakers. Wow, like where does that ever happen? It's going to be great for everybody coming out, and Gordon with your creations too. Maybe we can just take a quick moment, Suzanne, to tell everybody a little bit more about the event and maybe quickly about the loot bag, because this is a great loot bag that we're putting together here for everyone. There's it's approaching anyways $150 worth of gifts in the loot bag. A couple of things quickly if I want to mention to everybody. Bricks chocolates. These chocolates are amazing. They're made in Ghana, and they were they were created by a pulmonologist from Ohio, and he specifically created these chocolates to go with very specific wine. So they're not like your regular wines chocolates out there that say, oh, they go well with wine too. They were specifically designed with that in mind. So 3 different levels of cocoa content. That's one of the things that's going to be in there. What else have we got?
Well, we've got some fabulous perfume from Goss. Seductive, I think it's called.
Yes, yeah.
That's valued at $70 alone. So every guest gets a bottle of perfume. We've also got some CDs from Sony Music. People have been so generous and have donated so many wonderful things.
Absolutely.
So we've got a Wine Access magazine, we've got lipstick, and we're working on some more prizes as well to be.
So check with us every week as we add to our loot bag for February 17th. Okay, so maybe we can start with the wine. So Diane, like we said, this is one of the newest kids on the block. So tell us a little bit about Green Lane. How new is it?
Very new. We opened our doors July 1st of this year. Purchased the property last year, and it's a labour of love, and it's going to be a slow process. Right now we have a beautiful tasting room, and we've got about 22 acres on the property, 16 which are under vine.
Okay.
We're lucky enough to have some lovely age in some of those vines. So I've got 21-year-old Cab Sauv and 21-year-old Riesling.
Lovely.
And in fact, my assistant Gavin is just back at the winery today. We're getting ready to bottle our first wines, a couple of Rieslings, and a bit of a sassy blend that I think you ladies will love.
Oh, I like the sound of that. Sassy.
But you'll just have to wait and see. But
Okay.
we are very, very new, and with just not even our first vintage under our belt, we're excited and we're thrilled to be a part of an evening like this, and we're looking forward to good things moving
Now, how many
forward.
wineries are there in Niagara now?
Oh,
Is it
dear
over about
Lord.
90 or so, I think?
Every
You don't know which
time.
number you are?
I don't know which number we are. There's heaps, and there's some beautiful stuff, really, really lovely stuff coming out of Niagara these days.
Yeah, there are. Yeah. Now, did you also make wine in other areas, other regions before you came to Niagara?
I pretty much have been working in Niagara. I'm from Wales, and I know Welsh winemakers aren't entirely common,
Right.
but that's one of the growing up with sheep farms and things like that is where I really got interested in the whole theory of biodynamics, and then
Yes.
I was lucky enough to work with Paul Pender at Tours and Anne Sperling, who is brilliant
Oh, yes.
at Southbrook, and Jane actually at Carrick. And they're all biodynamic producers, and really that's, I find, the only way to farm. Instead of looking at your farm as a little cardboard box, it's the whole community.
Right.
And
Yes.
while that is my ultimate goal, it's going to be a long process with this property because it needs a bit of love at the moment. So
Yes.
we're looking forward to just getting it back to a real state of health, and I'd like to see chickens in the vineyard, but I think I'm probably a little greener
Oh, don't
than
talk
most
about
people.
chickens. This past summer, we were in Muskoka. We filmed our show there, and Georgia was chasing chickens on another organic farm.
That's right.
She
I
never
was trying
caught.
to
She
chase
never
down
caught
better,
any.
but- those things are fast. Let me tell you. And actually, I did catch one. Remember?
No, well,
And
not truly.
Well, no, he handed one to me. All right. But I was holding it like this, and there were one of 3 things that he could have done to me, and he didn't.
Yeah.
And so I was very fortunate.
Now, speaking of chicken, let's get to the chef. So tell us, Gordon, how long have you been at Coochie Restaurant?
3 years now. 3 years, and we're going on our 4th now as of November of last year.
Okay.
And things are going extremely well for us. Yeah.
It's an extraordinary restaurant, I have to
Thank
say,
you.
really. Like, we've dined there a number of times now, and every time we've been there, the food has really been amazing.
Thank you
And now
very
you
much.
brought in some samples, like 3 different hors d'oeuvres.
I did, yes, for the
So
event
maybe,
coming up.
I don't know, maybe we can, I always like to start off eating and drinking. So maybe,
Well, before we do that, we should probably go to a break.
Okay.
And you're watching the Wine Ladies here on thatchannel.com. Don't forget about the fundraiser on February the 17th. We're going to put a little bit of information up on the screen right now, and we'll be back in a minute or so. We're going to open up some wine, enjoy some food, and find out more about the fundraiser and these lovely folks that have joined us here today. We'll be right back.